Hey there, I'm Dr. Wizroth, and I'm the chiropractor and owner at 307 Chiropractic Health Center. And I just wanted to share with you a story. When I first came into town and I was about to open my business, I had some true fears. I had the fear that I think every business owner has, and that's, am I going to be able to get clients? Am I going to be able to get customers and people into the office, patients in my case, into the office so that I can, meet overhead, so that I can, make a profit. But I also, just started a new family. I had a baby in February and I opened in March, and, I had some fears of, being able to provide for my family. And that's when I met this gem and this guru that I can't wait to introduce to you. But I met him, at an event where I was with one of my friends, and he was working with my friend, and his name is Chad Nicely. And this guy has taken me from here to here. And, I approached him and I said, hey, I'm a new doc coming into town, ready to open a new office. And, is that something you could help me out with? Because, I'm not really, I really don't know much about the whole online marketing, the search funnels, the things that really separate, people and businesses online. Is that something that you could, help train me and teach me how to do and help me with? And he was like, well, just, tell me a little bit more about what you do, your visions, your goals, and, so that I can get a little better, grip around it. And so we met up at Fire Rock. I told him everything. And from then on, I can barely even go golfing with people without people recognizing me, which is really cool. And I really appreciate, Chad Nicely for doing that, because he's helped me, really become a part of this community through online marketing. And there was a time when I was just driving on the range, and a guy came up and was like, "You're the new chiropractor in town. You're Dr. Wizroth, the 307 Chiropractic." I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't know you. Like, how did this work out?" And he just said he saw me on Facebook, saw me online, and that's something that I'm forever grateful, because I was seeing hundreds of patients in the first month I was open, which is insane for a chiropractor. That's just what Chad Nicely did for us. And I'm excited to announce that he has committed to and volunteered to put on a free event where he's going to do a meetup with all business owners that are, interested in joining up at night, where he's going to be leading us and teaching and showing us and answering questions on how, to get more clients, more, customers, and also, getting them to buy, not just bringing them to you, but also bringing interested customers to you, more or less. And, I'm excited for it because I know that he's going to have something new. I call him almost weekly. I meet with him weekly. I call him almost daily. And this guy has a new idea every single time, which just blows my mind. So I'm excited for you to meet him. Great guy, great Christian man. And I just look forward to, doing this monthly meetup, and because I just know it's going to benefit, every single one of us, and individually as well as a whole in this community. And, in a time where the economy's down, I say it's a go. So I look forward to meeting you there. I'm going to be at the event, and, it's going to be great. Look forward to it. Talk to you later.
Amazing, right? Now, how would you like to have results like you just heard in that previous video? Hi there, my name is Chad Nicely, and in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover that client in great depth. I want you to understand exactly what we did for that client to be that excited and that happy, and to go on video saying, I owe everything I have to that guy, and he 10 times my business. Now, I have so many clients that will be willing to put themselves out there on video because they know that I've always had their best interest at heart, and I've always proven that I can get results for them, okay? And I want to say this too. I never ever had to chase the money with my clients, and yet I've always made decent money. Instead, I make sure that I have their best interest at heart and I care about their business, all right? So I'm going to show you exactly what we did with this doctor here so that you're able to replicate the same exact steps. And by the way, this has worked for doctors, attorneys, coffee shops, bars, any type of business owner. I've been able to do this so many times, and every single one of my clients are willing to put themselves out there on video. That says something, okay? So right here on my screen, you see that we have the 307 Chiropractic Health Center. All right, let me set this whole entire thing up. 307 Chiropractic Health Center has been in business for about 6 months. This doctor right here, his name's Dr. Austin Wisroth. He's now a very close friend of mine and a business associate. So he has been in business for 6 months. He's now at the level of a 15-year chiropractor, clearing 6 figures a month. You just heard that in this intro video. So here's what happens. He is attending a focus group with one of our other clients, okay? And so he's just there. He's participating in the focus group and everything else, and he's listening to us ask the questions that we ask, and he comes up to me afterwards. He goes, so you're really good at this marketing thing and everything. I said, sure I am. He goes, can we make an appointment, and can you guys sit down and see if you can help me with my business? I'm getting ready to open up an office. I said, yeah, sure, no problem. Now, keep in mind, this is not my focus. This is not my core business. Even though I have a lot of clients, the reason why I have these clients is so that I can teach my students to do the same exact thing. My core business is on product development, and I'm actually a product launch specialist, and I'm also an online consultant, okay? So this is not my focus, but yet I still have these clients, and I take very, very good care of them, and because of that, doors open for me, okay? So we have this meeting with this doctor. I think we just went to lunch or something like that, and he opens up to me. He says, okay, I'm going to be honest with you, Chad. He goes, we live in Casper, Wyoming, a down economy. It's very, very dependent on oil. And he says, I'm really scared. People, they're struggling making their house payments. They can't make their car payments, let alone, I don't know if they have the money to be paying a chiropractor every single month. He goes, plus I have a newborn baby that's due to arrive next month. So this doctor, who's very, very young, inexperienced, just came out of his med school, is a little leery. And my response to him is say, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll see what we can do, because I have some ideas in my head, and I'm thinking, I'm going to be able to make a difference in this guy's business. Now, clearly, you saw the video at the beginning, so you know that this story has a happy ending, and we actually were able to make a massive difference in this chiropractor's business, okay? So I want to tell you exactly what I did, but again, I want to emphasize, it doesn't matter if it's real estate, chiropractor, doctor, attorney, restaurant, bar, any of those things, this is going to work, okay? Here's what happens. We sit down with this doctor, and usually this is what somebody's going to do. They're going to sit down and say, okay, so we can build a website for you. We can do all your social media. We can do video for you. We can put out, like press release reports. We can do, we can set up your text messaging for you. Just so many different ideas, right? And so what happens is we then go back to the office and we print off this big old proposal, and we come back to the doctor and we say, okay, it's going to be $110,000, and we're going to have all this for you, and everything's going to be done, and you're going to be able to rock and roll. All right, so the doctor's going to look at this proposal. He's going to be overwhelmed because, number one, the doctor does not understand everything that you're proposing. All he knows is that he wants to be successful with his business. He wants to know that you're going to be able to bring in leads for his business, and we're going to be able to convert those leads over to buyers. That's all our clients want. They don't care how we get them there. Their focus is taking care of their clients, right? Taking care of their patients. That's what he went to school for. He didn't go to school for marketing. Maybe you didn't either, but that's your problem, not his. All he wants to know, I'll say it again, is that you have his best interests at heart, that you know what you're doing, and that you're going to be able to provide results for him, okay? That's all he wants. So instead of making the mistake of coming up with this massive proposal with 100 different things that you're going to provide this good doctor and then asking him for $110,000, that's not going to work. I have an alternative plan for you. Now, let me tell you why it's not going to work. Because number one, he probably doesn't know you. $110,000 is a lot of money, but truthfully, that's about the accurate cost that you would be charging, okay? This is big business here. The next thing is, he doesn't really know that you can get him results yet, right? Because he doesn't know you. You've never worked for him before, and if you're just getting started, then you don't necessarily have a portfolio like I do. You're not well known. So that's not the route we want to take. The other thing is, it puts you in a bad position, because let's say that the good doctor did write you a check for $110,000. Guess what? Now you have 100 items that you have to fulfill. And so you have to go out there and you have to put together a team. I don't know if you've ever managed a team before. That's not the easiest thing to do. But if you're very prideful and you say, I don't need a team, I can do it myself, then chances are you're going to fall on your face, because you're not going to be able to deliver all of those things. And even if you are, you're going to half-ass it. You're not going to put any quality into it, which means the doctor is probably not going to see results from you. You don't want that to happen, because your reputation is everything in this business. So if you don't get him results and you took his money, now all of a sudden, word of mouth is everything, guys. He has friends himself. He has an attorney. He has a CPA. He knows all the restaurant owners. He knows all the business owners in town. And he's going to say, you know what? You might want to stay clear of that guy. I paid $100,000. I didn't see any results. And guess what? Now you're out of business. Okay? So I'm sure I put the fear of God into you with this whole entire thing, but I don't want you to worry about it. Instead, let's break it down step by step. And that's what this guide, Local Business Empire, is going to do for you. Now, I'll go ahead and explain exactly what we did. When he came to me, the first thing I said is, okay, I want to learn a little bit more about your business. I'm not asking him for a single dime yet. I'm not even proposing anything. He says, okay, what do you want to do? I said, well, just like we did with the other client, I want to put together a focus group. So he goes and he puts together a focus group. He contacts people. He says, hey, I'm getting ready to open up my new office. Would you have a quick little meeting for me? And we can even do it online. Okay, so we go out there and we have this meeting. Now, we put together a list of questions. And some of those questions went something like, so when you hear the word chiropractor, do you think of relief or pain? Most people said pain. And that told me, okay, we have to overcome this myth in the community because this doctor here is not about pain. He uses new alternative methods that do not cause pain. He doesn't crack backs and bones and all that other stuff, okay? So that was the first thing. The next thing I asked is, if we ran ads out there on Facebook for specials and discounts and stuff like that, would it capture your attention? And I found out that most people said, yes, it would. They pay attention to those ads. Okay, so I'm starting to identify what's going to work for his marketplace. Now that I know the ads are going to catch his attention, the next thing I asked is I said, okay, so if we have an ad out there running and we give you a discount, would you rather have that, or would you want the good doctor to go and buy you like dinner? And so what do we find out? We find out that most people would actually prefer for the doctor to buy them dinner. Okay, so the first thing is I showed the doctor that I had his best interest at heart, that I really care about his business, that I'm not about just taking his money, and I put together this focus group. Is he impressed? Yes, he's impressed. Now, I took the information that I learned from this focus group and I put together a simple little campaign. I wasn't worried about charging him yet. I didn't give him a proposal. I know you're going to hear from other people and they're going to say, wow, Chad is way off base with this. This is not going to work for you. Don't listen to him. But I'm here to tell you I'm very, very successful, and every single one of my clients are willing to do a video like that. I don't think a lot of marketers are in that position. So just hear me out for a minute. So what I did was I took the idea of that focus group. And when I asked that one question, I said, would you rather receive a discount or would you rather receive free dinner from the doctor? Most people said free dinner. I said, okay, that is a great way to introduce this doctor to the community. So what we did, remember, I don't have a team of people. I don't have to have a team. I don't want a team. What we did was we deployed one little strategy that I know would get him results that tied back to that focus group. So that way I was able to prove to the doctor that I knew what I was doing, and I was able to prove that I could get him results. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and log into this Facebook ads account really quick, and I'm going to show you what we've done. So if I come over here to these video views, these are all the ads that we've ran for this doctor. Remember, he's at a 15-year chiropractor experience, over 6 figures a month. We haven't even spent $5,000 in advertising on Facebook. I'm going to go ahead and open this up right here. You're going to see all these ads that we've gone out there and ran, but the one that I'm going to focus on is this one called Dinner with Doc. Now, we're in a town of 80,000 people. It's very, very easy to do targeting with Facebook because you simply choose your town, you say male and female, and you choose your age, and that's it. You don't have to go into interest. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Local marketing is so very easy, okay? So we're going to come over to this ad here. You see that we had 30,000 views, okay? We're paying about a penny a view, and in many cases, I even got it down to less than a penny a view, all right? And if I come over here to performance and clicks, I'll just go ahead and show you really quick. Dinner with Doc. We had, where's our clicks? Right here, 2,265 clicks. Now, the purpose of this ad was, number one, to get him exposure. Number two, for the community to understand that this guy is just a really nice guy, that he's sitting here talking to us and he's willing to buy us dinner. And number three was to introduce them to his new program, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and play this ad for you. Let me open this up here so that you can see what we did. Now, let me set this up real quick. The doctor took me and my partner to lunch, and while we were at lunch, I said, hey, you know, remember that focus group? Remember how people said that they would like for you to buy them dinner as opposed to giving a discount? He says, yeah. I said, let's shoot a video right now so that I can go ahead and introduce that to the community. Now, he looks at me, he's like, well, do you want to do this in the studio? Do you want to do a green screen? Do you want it to be professional? I'm like, nope. I want it to be quick and dirty. I want it to be like live, because when people are on social media, we know we're going to use Facebook. People are there to share and comment and be friends. They're not there to be sold. So take my word from this, because I've tested this 100 different ways. You don't have to be professional with your videos on Facebook to get the most amazing results. Some of the biggest results. I've compared it against high productions. I've compared it against green screen videos and everything else. And when you take out your iPhone, just like I'm about to show you here, unscripted, and you shoot a live video, it goes so very well. That's exactly what we did that day, and that's what I'm going to show you. So let me come in here to this ad real quick. You're going to see this video. There might be a little bit of a delay, but we'll give it a shot. So I'm going to go ahead and play this, and we'll find it in the news feed. This is exactly what it looks like in the town of Casper, Wyoming. Okay, so let me scroll down here. Here's the ad itself, and I'm going to go ahead and play it for you.
Well, now that I've got your attention, I'm Dr. Wisroth with 307 Chiropractic Health Center. Well, now that I've got your attention, I'm Dr. Wisroth with 307 Chiropractic Health Center. I'm here at Fire Rock because I'm excited to bring some new, some different to my new patients. What we're doing is, if you complete the full healing package and start your first phase of care, I'm going to buy you dinner. And we're here testing out different places in the city. And what it is I actually have one of my clients here today with me. She just started her first phase of care this week. This is Michelle. And Michelle's going to tell you a little bit about what she's learned.
So I have just completed the Ultimate Healing Package with Dr. Wisroth, and I came in because I have hip pain, like chronic hip pain. And I am starting my first session of my first phase of care this week, actually with him. And I have to say, like, I am so impressed. I have learned so much about why I have hip pain and what I need to be able to do to get myself back to like 100% mobility and back to my routine and just living my life a lot better than I have been. So I'm just so grateful for Dr. Wisroth for finding him and for discovering the Ultimate Healing Package and for discovering his care. It's just been fantastic. And having dinner at Fire Rock is awesome. We're having a great time.
So, the Ultimate Healing Package includes 60% off your initial consult, exam, and any x-rays if needed. You also get an hour one-on-one with me. And so we just can figure out exactly what's going on, what we can do to help you. So there will be a link right below this video that says learn more. Click on that button. It's going to bring you to a different page where we'll be able to give you all the information on how I can buy you dinner here at Fire Rock. We're excited to meet you. Thanks for taking the time.
Okay, so there's our call to action. So again, I just want to emphasize that was shot right there on the spot. We did not plan on doing that. I thought I was just going to go there and just have dinner with him, but it went very well. And this was one of our highest converting ads. Now, okay, so that takes a little bit of getting used to. You guys will get the hang of that. That's not real hard to do. I just did it with my iPhone. I didn't have any mics or anything with me, just totally live. And that's why it did so well. And you can see it had 43 shares so far. If we open up these comments, there's people that have actually said, hey, I'm going to come in and see you. And this is perfect. And this is something, see here, booked my appointment. This is something that you are able to do for any of your clients, chiropractors, doctors, attorneys, bars, restaurants. It doesn't really matter. I've done this so many times. Now, when I set this up for him, I just got it rolling and I showed that I could get him results. And so he comes back at me. He's like, hey, man, things are going crazy. Like everybody says they're seeing me on Facebook. I got people making appointments and everything else. Now look what happened here. See what I did? The doctor is now coming at me, right? That's a better position than me chasing him down and me saying, hey, I can do all this for your business. I can build you a website. I can do your advertising. I can do this. And then handing him a bill for $100,000 when he's not interested. Much better approach. Plus, I don't have to have a team. I'm not stressed out. I'm not falling down on my ass, right? And I'm actually able to take care of several clients at once because all I'm doing is bits and pieces, right? So at this point, he is now saying, hey, what do I owe you for that? Now I'm able to submit him a bill, but guess what the bigger question is? The bigger question is, what's next? Okay, so at this point, you have to know your client. That's why I suggest you put together a focus group, but this gives you a better idea. So here's what I tell him. I said, all right, what I want to do is I want to go back to that focus group. And one of the things that we realized right off the bat was that people are scared of chiropractors. So let's do a live event here in town and let's let them get to know you a little bit and let's help them get over that fear and let's educate them because this chiropractor here is doing so much more than anybody else. Okay? So what we do is we go and we put on this event here called 307 Health Transformation. I was able to set all this up for him. Can you do this? Yes, you can with experience. It wasn't really hard. We just did it here at a local hotel. This is a simple little page I use. This is actually Lead Pages. The reason why I use Lead Pages is because it is the most responsive. And when we went and looked back at our Facebook ad traffic, we saw most of it was coming in from mobile. So I wanted to make sure I had a very mobile responsive page. How do we advertise this? Well, once again, we used Facebook. We use Facebook for all of our advertising. We do a little bit on YouTube, a little bit on Twitter, but most of it comes in from Facebook because Facebook's very, very easy. So we went and put together another ad. And so we have this one right here called 307 Transformation Event, right? This is just an image ad. And I'll go ahead and open this up and I'll show you. We'll come over here. We'll click this. And here we go. Here is the ad itself, right? So we ran this ad out there on the news feed. And if I come over here to performance and clicks, I'll just go ahead and show you that we spent $230 and we got 323 clicks. We were able to, actually 596 clicks. We were able to fill up the event just from this one ad. Do you see the value here? So now the doctor's like, whoa, you really know what you're doing. Give me a bill. Okay, I submit him a bill. What's the next question? What's next? Remember, I don't have a team. I'm not falling down on my butt, and I'm able to take care of multiple clients at once as well as the rest of my business. Okay, and it's easy. It's easy. I'm having fun. The doctor's getting amazing results. He's going out there and sharing those results with everybody. Okay, so the question is, what's next? All right. Well, let's go ahead and take things to the next level. I have a strategy called Lead Gen Monopoly. I want you guys to read that report. Okay, you should have access to that here inside the members area, right? I assume that you're in our members area, and so you should have access to it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and look for this doctor here. And by the way, I talked to him about this. I said, can I share you as a case study? He said, absolutely. Okay, here's the doctor right here. Notice he has two profiles. This is all taught to you in Lead Gen Monopoly. I'm gonna detail exactly what we're doing here. But if I come over to this profile, what we've done is we found targets that he can bring in as friends. Okay, this is not his personal profile. He doesn't have his wife in here. He doesn't have his aunt, his family, all them. These are all business leads. Okay, so we build up his profile. Okay, I don't know how many friends he has. I think he's got thousands in here now. And then what we do is we teach him to go live every single Monday or actually Tuesday on Facebook. So he has this show that he does called 307 Transformation Live, right? He's getting better and better and better because I'm coaching him along the way. But guess what? People are making appointments on the show. So now, what am I showing the doctor? I have his best interest at heart. I'm getting him results, and I am the man for him, right? So every single week we meet and we come up with a new strategy. It's very, very easy for me. I'm just deploying little tidbits at a time. I'm actually making more money in the process with what I'm doing. And so the next step is, let's see if we can get people on this show. So what are we going to do? Well, let's come back over here to Facebook. Remember, this is where we do all of our advertising, at least the majority of it. We're going to come back in here. Let's go back into those videos. And now I'm going to show you the little ad that we're running to help him get more people on his show. So we'll go ahead and open this up right here. And let's see if I can find it. Facebook's a little bit slow, but here it is right here. 307 Live. So now watch this. You're going to see what we're going to see on the actual news feed. So I'll go ahead and click this here. You're going to see it appear over here. I'm going to click the little eyeball, and let's see if we can get this to stream. So I'll say view in desktop. Here we go. Okay, so I'll go ahead and scroll down. There's the ad itself. All right, now watch this.
Hey, it's Dr. Wisroth here with 307 Chiropractic Health Center. I'm excited to share with you what we do every single Tuesday morning at 10:30 a.m. And that's a show that we just started called 307 Live. On that show, we're going to be sharing different health tidbits, action steps of how to help you increase not only your nutrition, your exercise, but also detox. We're also going to be sharing different testimonies and shout outs of how people are changing their lives here at 307 Chiropractic. We've been getting a great response so far from the community. They've been loving it. As an added bonus, we're also going to be buying dinner for one lucky winner every single show. So all I ask is that you like, share, comment on this video, and I look forward to seeing you Tuesday mornings at 10:30 a.m. here on Facebook.
Okay, pretty cool, right? So now we're out there, we're running this ad and everything. Now we're getting people on the show. So once again, we're getting the doctor results, we're having fun, and I'm to the point where I'm not going to fall on my butt trying to take care of this client because I'm doing it piece by piece. Now, when we were at this event here, what he did was he went and put together this course right here. He sold this course at the event, and it was called the 307 Chiropractic 30-Day Challenge. He delivered it on Facebook. So the next step is, now that I've gone and built a rapport with him, I have his trust, everything I do helps make him money. The next thing I'm going to teach this doctor to do is to create digital products. What does he need to create digital products? He needs a membership site, okay? But do you see how I didn't just walk into his office and say, okay, for $50,000, I'm going to build a membership site that's going to do this for you? No, instead, I let him get to know me. I showed him I have his best interests at heart. I got him results along the way. And now, instead of selling a $2,000 membership site, I'm able to go out there and sell a $45,000 or $50,000 membership site. And looking at his Facebook group here, you can see that he's tried to use this Facebook group as a membership site. So he's gone out here and he's put together these week 4 challenge PDFs. Even though 24 people saw it, nobody responded. He doesn't have gamification here. He doesn't have banners over here for people to click and get into his other products. This guy, a chiropractor, needs a membership site, okay? Whole nother story, but you guys are gonna learn all about this, all right? So the takeaway here, what I want you to get from this whole entire presentation, and it just keeps going and going and going and going and going, is we take baby steps. We don't just put together a big proposal. We don't just try to satisfy everything all at once. Instead, we take our time. We do it piece by piece. We make sure it's quality work. We prove to the doctor that we can get him results. And along the way, we do exactly that. And we have the doctor where he's hungry and he's coming back at us. Okay? We're not chasing him down. He's coming back at us. And when you understand this, you will make so much more money. Do not chase the money, chase your client and prove that you have their best interest at heart. The money will follow, you won't have as many headaches, and you will be so much more profitable in the process. Okay? That's where I'm going to conclude, but I encourage you to go through and read The Local Business Empire, okay? Because I go more in depth and I probably go more in detail with what I just covered in this video. But hopefully now you're excited to dive into that report and just do exactly like I'm showing you here. Remember, it'll work for chiropractors, doctors, attorneys, ice cream shops, coffee shops, bar owners. It does taxidermists. We did it with a taxidermist. It doesn't really matter, okay? Show them you have their best interests at heart. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope to see you in another one. Take care.